Welcome back to Portal Dungeon. I'm Marima, and today we have finally unlocked the ninja. It's pretty exciting. This guy has quite a bit going on, and we actually already upgraded his skills, so we have quite a bit going on with it as well. But we're actually going to be playing on normal mode today for one specific reason. There's a character here. Where are they? Here we go. There's a character here that actually is only unlocked by beating each of the game difficulties. And I do actually want to get all of the characters unlocked. We unlocked a lot of them with that really amazing mage run. I want to get all of the characters unlocked eventually, so we're going to go ahead and play one game on normal mode and one game on easy. And I didn't want to play the ninja on easy after waiting so long to get him. I just noticed that there's an experience bar now. That's interesting. I wonder what that does. But anyways... we still haven't bought any meta progression, but we did spend all of our meta progression coins to buy most of the things in the store over here. We don't have everything, but we have a lot of it. And I also wanted to grab some of this while we're here. So basically this makes a whole bunch of tentacles up here. We don't have enough to finish it off, but apparently if we get that, we did a whole bunch of tentacles that appear. So let's go ahead and jump into a run. So one of the things that we have is that if our dash here kills an enemy, instead of going off of cooldown, we will get another use of it. And then, so we actually had enough of the meta progression currency. Oh, that's cool. So I only have to get one kill in order to get all of get the multiple cooldowns. But yeah, we had enough meta... Well, we are on normal mode, so we're going to go ahead and take Glass Cannon. We got enough of the meta progression currency that we bought a talent for each of my skills on Ninja here. With our E, we have a thing that makes it so that we have more penetration. It doesn't really say what more penetration does, but I forgot I can't jump while doing that. The assumption is that it means that I haven't played this for a few days. That's going to be my excuse. The assumption means that more penetration is like how many enemies this can go through. There's a bouncy ball that causes 100% base damage per collision. Damage increases by the number of collisions. Let's go for crit. Wow. There's another... I actually don't know if I want any of these things. I will go ahead and take the Bloody Orb, though, just in case we end up getting something that works with it later on. Well, I have to really be careful that I don't go through the stage on that. And we're going to go ahead and take this as well. So we already know what that does. The basics of it is that whenever we open a curse chest, the game acts as if first HP to shield. HP remains at 1 and shield recovery is increased by 50%. Ooh, that's risky. Jeez. Do we want to do this? This would turn any form of healing into something pointless, but we would have a whole bunch of shield. I think because I want to win this run, we are going to avoid that. Oh hey, it actually tells me now whenever I mouse over it what curse chests do. A chance to, well, not for very long, but it will also increase the enemy's level. Yeah. I do want them to, and they are still updating the game. They've actually updated it twice since last time I recorded. And one update actually added more items into the game, so that's good to see. But, so if I keep killing, does this keep... No, it does not keep giving me new charges. Maybe it does. Interesting. We are going to actually go for question marks, because I'm fairly confident that this character could kill... what I have now learned is called the Dream Demon. So we're going to go for every question mark we can see. And it might be the death of me. It'll probably be the death of me, especially if I don't have healing before we actually get there. But yeah, the developer has updated quite often, so you know, I think that a lot of concerns that I've had about this game will be addressed. But I really don't have a lot of, I don't know, concerns per se. It's more of the fact that like there are things that's for quality of life reasons would be nice to have. Oh, this is one of the new items I unlocked. Whenever you go for more than 5 seconds without attacking, a electric arc will shoot out. I'm not going to do that very often. I'm going to grab the lightning bolt instead. Because the lightning bolt affects all of our abilities. This also makes us indestructible. Ooh, but we gotta be careful because we can literally pop out underneath an enemy. I keep kind of forgetting that I have a shuriken, to be honest. Crit while the character's in the air. That is actually going to be relatively common on this character because I think that counts as me being in the air. I imagine it's probably just coded as like you're not touching the ground. It seems like our base crit chance is also very, very high. Can we teleport through the stage? No, we can't. We can only teleport through platforms that are already teleportable. Or not teleportable, but walkable through. I also need to check to make sure that if we are indestructible while we are doing this little thingy here. I think we are because we pass through enemies, so we have to be, right? Have to be. I will say, partially because we're in normal mode, but partially also because I already grabbed talents for all of his abilities, but Ninja feels pretty strong. Feels pretty strong. So it's just a very highly cursed level. You can see all the curses that are going on right now in the bottom right corner there. Yeah, that's very satisfying. We're gonna go ahead and use this because we're in normal mode. We'll get healed by, even though we don't actually have any healing yet, we will get healed by leveling, so. The HP difference between normal mode and hard mode is really noticeable, though. Ooh, we definitely want these. I've not been using my attacks very often because my skills are so good, but as we can't jump while doing that. Need to remember. But as we level, we are going to want to attack more often because we'll get a bunch of attack things on that. I don't really like that. That's a snowball. You know what? I'm just going to go for this instead. Can we use skills while doing the dashy thing? Wow, I actually can't get back up there with the base jump height of the ninja here. Okay, then. I'll get back up there in a moment. But I don't have enough money anyway, so might as well clear out this whole area. Oh, so I didn't actually jump there. What just happened was I ran into this guy. And if you hit the top of these mushroom guys, you actually can do a sort of jump, as it were. Okay. 1.25k. That is a lot for this difficulty. That is actually really a lot of money. And we did also say that we're going to start not speed running per se, but going a little bit faster because we did learn, if you didn't watch the last episode, that this game goes really far. There's like 8 freaking levels or something like that. Yeah, there's a lot more going on here than one might expect. There's a lot more levels that are, at least. So the runs kind of last a very, very long time naturally, even if you're doing very well. So I do want to kind of get moving. I imagine there's some strategy to moving fast as well. New item, Bloody Cape. Whenever you go more than 3 seconds without attacking, your next attack will be increased by 50%. I don't know if it's worth sticking around for. Kill the boss and do not perform normal attacks. I can probably do that. These guys have been dying so fast that I honestly haven't been using my normal attacks that much anyways. Kind of like relying very heavily on my... Wow, okay, that is the fastest I've ever killed that guy. We can use our skills while we're while we're in the shadows. Good to know. Well, I can a normal attack now. Battle Blade gives us basically a thrown knife, as it were. I need another jump. I think the real reason why we feel so strong right at the beginning here is probably just because of Glass Cannon, to be honest. We wouldn't be doing nearly this much damage without Glass Cannon. And this potion is whatever, sort of. Don't plan on keeping it long term. That was fun. Took a lot of damage for it, but again, we're in normal mode, so whenever we level up, which will happen eventually, we will get that back. This spends Biomechanical Ninja. Twice as many steel attacks, but damage is reduced by 50%. So that would cost 100 of our upgrade coins. And that is one of our skin unlocks that gives us a little bit of a slight difference to how Ninja acts. Oh, so we can only throw shurikens while we're in there. Interesting. Slime Maid. Get a flying slime companion that follows you in battle. Each of your companions have strength of 600% of base stat. Flying slime companions automatically resurrect. Oh. That's not bad. We are officially at the point where we need to use our primary attack. Yeah. I think going to normal mode and then taking... Can I throw through the portal? Thank you. Going to normal mode and then immediately taking Glass Cannon might have been kind of like going to easy mode, but at the same time, it does mean that we'll get a win in on normal mode, and we won't need to do this again, and we'll go back to hard mode after this. I might do the easy mode off screen, just because it's not going to be terribly interesting to watch. I'm going to take this potion. It's done well for us in the past. So if we have that R off cooldown, we can actually jump out of the shadow mode. Magic Key is really good. It's described terribly, but it is a very good item. Basically what happens is, for each one of the keys, you have a 5% chance of, whenever you open a chest, you get duplicates of whatever item. And that includes, like, any time you would have gotten an item, it seems like. So, like, I had that proc a couple times last game, and one of the big times that it procced was I got an item from a room being completed, and I actually got the same item twice, which was... Oh, see, it just happened right there. I picked up the sneakers there, and I just got a second sneakers. One thing I wouldn't mind as a quality of life thing, but I don't know if it's going to happen because there's a lot of roguelites that don't even have this, is some sort of stat screen that just tells us, like, hey, this is what your crit chance is and stuff like that. You know, so because I can't pause, it's actually, like, even the escape screen does not pause the game, from what I can tell. So, it'd be just nice to have. Escape from exploding monsters. We can just run from them, and then at the end here, we'll loop back and grab all the chests. And I fell. So this quote-unquote escape actually only requires us to get to the portal. And if you're pretty good at tapping, then it's not that hard. Okay, there we go. We got another Slime Egg. And we're going to take the crit chance item, because that makes our crits better as well. And we're going to go back and collect all those items real quick that we saw. Defeating a target, there's a chance... Ooh, I like that. Especially because once it does go on cooldown, our ultimate actually has a relatively long cooldown. So it doesn't seem like getting multiple copies of that Slime Egg actually gets us multiple slimes. So I'm not really sure what multiple copies of the Slime Egg does. Maybe more damage? If we get a shop, I'll probably sit down and read what that item does. Armor. Ooh, and we got duplicate armor too. Definitely the move speed here. And I picked up the wrong item, but that's okay. Aerial crit isn't the worst thing in the world. I'll grab this. That is basically whenever you get hit, you have a chance of activating your item. Which, considering we have a healing item, it's pretty good. That's okay. You know, that's legitimately not the worst item I've ever seen. Okay. It's hard to get money here, so... Oop. That was parkour. Parkour ninja. It's legitimately hard to get money here, so we're actually just gonna leave. I do worry that these guys, if they do manage to actually hit me, are going to do a lot of damage. So we're just leaving. Let's see. Kill the boss, do not cast skills. That'll be a little bit harder, but I'm willing to put myself up to the challenge, mostly because if we do kill this boss, we will get a lot of money. And it looks like we actually do a lot of damage anyways, so... I mean, our skills do more damage, obviously, but... We also have a challenge that I noticed. I think it's for an item that is involving killing bats. So spending a little bit of time here to kill bats will not be a miss as well. Yeah, that... Very good to know. That worm legitimately spawned on top of us. I actually died once to that happening, and I didn't believe it for a little bit that it had actually happened. I thought that maybe like I had just not seen it or something like that, but no, yeah, I've now actually seen it happen. If you're standing on the ground here like this, these worms can legitimately just spawn on top of you. The extra elites is the only thing that's actually making this hard. The boss himself is not making this hard. Like, he threw a skill at us and it did hit us, yeah, but like, it hasn't really been that... Stun gun's not that useful. It's not been that hard to deal with him, per se. The elite worms, I wouldn't say the word scare us, but they worry me. Every time I hear it say the word, this worries me, I actually, if you've ever played Outward, for some reason, probably because of limited voice acting, all of the NPCs will often, the shop NPCs will often be like, this worries me, whenever they first start up their conversation. And it just makes no sense, because it's just like, why are you worried about me shopping here? Like, it's just, there's no reason for it. You would think that they would be more welcoming, because we just opened their shop. But no, instead they express concern that an adventurer is coming to them selling and buying items, which is just very strange. But like, I don't know why. I played enough of that game with my friends that now every time I hear someone say, this worries me, I just hear it in the weird overacting voice of someone from that game. Okay then. This is taking forever. I regret this. I wish the boss wouldn't there we go! I was just about to say, I wish the boss wouldn't teleport away if I actually used the skill. But he would. We're gonna open the big chest. Rain of Flames. When hitting a target, there's a chance of 1 extra fire bomb. So I assume that gives us fire bombs then, because we don't have fire bombs previously. So we have a lot of unhit effects now, which is very good because our ultimate does actually hit a lot of times. We'll use these tickets eventually. Go ahead and grab another curse chest because we're doing perfectly fine. At some point, we grab enough curse chests, and it's going to feel like we're in hard mode anyways. Get another battle blade. And we'll probably just leave. That's an okay item from the boss. To be honest, the thing that I'm more excited about is the fact that a shop's good. The thing that I was more excited about, more than anything, is wow, I can't speak right now. Is getting the money. Do we have enough? We can spend 22 purple coins. Wait, purple. Oh, did they change this from blue to purple? Interesting. So we don't need the stun gun, and that would get us another item of similar level. And then we don't need this. That's not that useful. I like that. If they did change that, then I like that quite a bit. If they didn't change it, then I apologize for misreading it last time. I like that the purple coins are kind of like run modifier coins. More games should do something like that. I want to take a random chest there. Oh, we also have some tokens. Take a baseball bat and more glass cannon. So how much? Increased by 50% each time. So that's 250% damage and 250% pain. Probably shouldn't have done that, to be honest. I just basically told myself that I'm only taking 50% more damage. But I've not been struggling yet, so... And look at that damage! Yeah! No, I'm not taking another one. Butt item is weird. Okay, there it goes. For some reason, the portal was taking a second there. Maybe it was like generating the next level or something. I just hit that guy for thousands of damage. Okay. We might have got in a little strong now. Yeah, we're very strong. I'm sure we'll die like instantly if we run into anything, but we're strong enough that we don't grab chests, sure, but probably don't need that much anymore. Excuse me, can I use my R? Thank you. Restores 5% of nearby teammate for 5 seconds. Oh, that's a use item. Okay. When defeating an enemy, there's a chance of dropping orbs of light, each recovering 5% HP. So that's basically, what is it? Monster Tooth? Yeah, Monster Tooth from Rest of Rain 2. The useless healing. I'll go ahead and take this, because we have a healing potion. I'm probably going to be using my attack here, my ultimate, off cooldown. So if we find another item that says we get attack damage per... Ooh, nice. Attack damage per still off of cooldown, still on cooldown, there's a pretty good chance we'll take that. I'm going to head off to the left here for this unknown. Our number 1 skill is that. We actually don't really need more charges of that. We already have a lot of charges. Ooh, the kid. This is a perfect time to run into the kid. He gave us an item. Okay. Magic potion bell. I think that makes it so that healing items drop. Or that maybe... It's worded in a way that I'm actually not 100% sure what it does. And I've not really had enough uses of it to see what it was doing. But I think what happens is that it makes it so whenever items drop on the ground, some of them heal you, or that enemies now sometimes drop healing items. It's one of those two things based on the wording. But I'm legitimately not sure which. Whenever it's below 25%, they will be able to attain armor value equivalent to 200% of their HP. Wow, that's really good. Oh, and then the thing shows up on the bottom to give me an indication of the cooldown, I think. I don't really need a lot of items right now. I mean, some survivability stuff is pretty good, but we did just pick up some regeneration. So we're just going to move forward. Aha! Here we go. This might be the best chance to kill her. Look at that damage. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, we killed her once. The Stone of Nightmare. 30% chance of taking effect when an enemy is on any negative status effect. A death beam strikes the ground where the enemy is located, dealing 100% base damage every 0.2 seconds. Very nice. Also, this says when hitting a target, there's a 20% chance to pull the target in front of you. No, I actually really don't want that. That basically could kill us. Bunch of money. Can we afford this? We cannot afford another Ring of Flames, so we're just going to take the crit chance. We're probably close to or above 100% crit chance at this point. Take another Horned Hat. Because the Horned Hat does actually nothing for us. And we'll spend the rest of our coins on cooldown reduction for our potion. Do we have any tickets? We do not. I'm just going to keep my money. I think that a multi-chest is more valuable. Oh, so there is options. Whenever we fought this this boss here the first time, Jesus Christ, we are literally obliterating these bosses. There's another Holy Sword. Whenever we fought it the first time, it ended up being a different boss. The Insect Queen, I think it is. And we've actually fought the Insect Queen. That's pretty cool. We fought the Insect Queen multiple times, so I thought that maybe the Lord of Flies had been replaced, but now I'm getting the impression that maybe it's an alternate. Necklace of Thorns. Deals 1% of Matt's HP, including shield and armor, to you every time you take damage. Wait, what? Why would I want that? Every time you take damage... Increases all item trigger rates by 5%. Ah, so I take more damage. I take 1% of my HP every time I take damage, but increases the chance for me to trigger item effects. I'm going to activate this and immediately shadow walk away. Oh, geez. Okay, that's a lot of fucking damage. What is that? Trigger chances all by 30%. Traps, man. Traps. For the most part, we're going to focus on getting out of here as quickly as possible. I'm going to pick up all the chests along the way, but I don't like this area for one very large reason. Those snowballs are the same color as the background, and they will like consistently hit me. It's just a visibility thing. Like, if there was an option to like put a ring or something around the snowballs or around all projectiles so that I could actually spot them on the background, I think I would just immediately get like way better at this level, but I just don't know. Enemy dropped an item. When using a skill, there's a chance to gain a layer of attack speed increase. It's a weird way of wording that, but oh yeah, I'll read that in higher depth later. I know we're supposed to be like holding back our skill or whatever. I died. So I fell into that Yeti, and I think I had like 600 HP or something like that. So it instantaneously killed me from 600 HP. We're gonna... It's 30 minutes in. It's not a very satisfying conclusion, though. We did get Assassin. Our skill range 4 is increased by 100%. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Can we unlock a different version of this? It means that you hit start bleeding. that sends you back. We'll go ahead and grab this version of this, the bleed version. That's pretty cool. And then instead of explosive shurikens, we'll take shurikens that bounce between enemies. Ooh, double the cooldown, but double the number of them. The reason I'm taking these is I kind of want to take a bunch of skills that make me want to use my attack more often. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is we're going to continue normal mode, and I'm going to make a note for myself here that where we are in the video, and we are going to edit out everything up until the end of the Yeti area. We didn't get quite as many good items this time around, so that took me a little bit longer to get to this point, but we are back to the snow level. So win or lose, we are going to be experiencing this level again. Hopefully it goes a little bit better this time. We do actually have a lot of defensive items this time around. So we, despite being maybe less damage, I guess there's no maybe about it. Despite the fact that we have significantly less damage, we also have so much defense that things aren't really super hurting us. And we got a bunch of these rings that say that whenever our cooldowns are off, our main attack gets stronger. So we did actually manage to get the main attack build up and running here. We switched over a lot of our skills to have longer cooldowns, and it did mean that we were a lot weaker at the beginning of the run. But I also kind of just liked the skills that we ended up with here. I used that at the wrong time. We're going to go and take Holy Cross, the only reason being that there is a class that unlocks by getting a certain number of Holy Crosses. So we're just going to keep taking Holy Cross until we get that. Because achievements, unlocks, etc. We saw this harp in a previous run. We never got a chance to... Summons a golden slime, giving a high chance of dropping fat loot as long as it is defeated. It can only be used once. Hold on 1 second. So if I just use this right away, it destroys it. And then I can just pick up my item again. That's kind of that's actually a legitimately interesting item. I've never seen anything like that in a roguelike before. Item just that just has a single use like that. That's pretty cool, to be honest. I mean, the only downfall is, you know, I guess the reason why you wouldn't take that over something else is that you are paying for an expensive item. Yeah, I don't know how good that is, actually, now that I think about it out loud. You're paying for an expensive item. How much stuff do I have? I have a lot. You're paying for an expensive item for a chance to get a different item. So I guess if there's nothing else in the shop that you care about... Oh, wow, we got the key activation on picking up the legendary there. Okay, we're going to sell more of these pulse arcs because they're terrible. I don't really want that either, though. I'll take the sticky bomb. But that handcuff is not very good. Especially for us right now. Ooh. 1% chance. So now we heal for 300 if we do actually manage to get the lifesteal off. We picked up that lifesteal early on. Basically, there's a 1% chance for us to get 100 HP on hit. But the nice thing is that we actually do so much on hit that 1% chance has actually come up quite a few times. I don't know, but I'm starting to believe that there is this, like, thing going on where there might be that Brotato style algorithm where whenever you have items of a certain type, you get more of them, because it's like, I just feel like I've gotten so many of these on-hit items. So in future runs, we might actually avoid picking up items that we don't want to avoid... I'm shooting at an enemy that is in fact my own minion. To avoid getting more of them. Ooh, there's another jump. We very much want that. We already have one extra jump, I believe. Yes, we do. So getting more is, in fact, still better. Not a lot of enemies right now on this stage, but should still be enough to get us what we need. We also unlocked quite a few achievements during this run. I'm not sure what any of them were for yet, but we did unlock them. There we go. I don't think I really need more vampires. Also, the knockback doesn't really do a lot for me either, so we're going to skip that shop right there. Kind of want that key. How does it scale? 5% chance, increasing by a percent chance each time. But the sticky bombs is more damage. I think, realistically, I don't really need any of this. And I'm just going to leave. Ooh, I do want this, though. Go ahead and pop him with some of my barrier to get my barrier back. I have so much freaking HP, it's a little silly, to be honest. I do think that if that algorithm thing does exist, I don't have enough evidence to prove yet one way or another. But if it does exist, then it does leave some more interesting choices. Because it means that we're going to straight up want to not take items that we can't think we can sell. It also does mean that we might be able to move a little faster because we don't want to just buy items at every single shop anymore. We just want to buy the items that we actually want for the run. I'll probably, on our easy run that's going to be off-screen, I'll probably test this further. There we go. Ooh, I like that item. That is extra gold. So yeah, for example, we don't really want anything up there, so we're going to move on. And we made it to the ice boss. That was relatively quick. This boss, I have mixed feelings about. Basically, we're going to be fighting that statue there, but in reality, we're fighting his minions. I should save the cooldown of my ultimate for whenever he's damageable. Because my ultimate is still the most damage that I have. The bleed damage is still only doing 1 damage as well. That's unfortunate. Yeah, look at that. That was much faster. Be nice if we could get the item that says that we have multiple ultimates. I think I'm going to have to use it just to get off of that side of the field. Use this to duck under. Go ahead and pop that. And he's down. Very nice, very nice. We don't want that. We'll go ahead and take that. If we do run into a question mark room, I'm not as... Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm not as confident anymore that we could take that guy out. The Dream Demon? We are going to try and take this guy out, though, because I saw that there was an achievement related to them. Wow. They're like a much harder version for some reason. Interesting. They're being super dodgy. All that waiting and I missed! Oh, come on. He hadn't dodged for so long, and then he suddenly dodges as soon as I actually go for the thing. Hey, that means we have another use of our ultimate. That's nice. Nope. Not gonna take that. Converts all of our HP into shields. I also don't know how useful that really is in the grand scheme of things. We're kind of in the camp of mostly running at this point. Ooh, legendary chest. I am good with that. I'll go ahead and use this as well. And since we're not going to be killing that guy, we might as well leave. We'll take the unknown. There's a chance. Okay. There was a chance that it was going to be... Ooh, we really don't want that. Casting skills. Oh, we can't actually afford that anyway. So we're going to see if we can... We don't have enough purples to sell anything. So I guess we'll take cooldown reduction on that. We got an achievement called VIP Member. Trade with merchants in the underground black market. I don't know why I haven't gotten that before, considering I have traded with these guys quite frequently. We'll go ahead and grab another unknown on the off chance. Nope. Okay. We'll grab a random treasure chest, though. That's nice. And then, don't cast skills, but there's abundant chests. So we're not going to be able to... There's no way we would have gotten that, so we just cast the skill right away. We really came here for the abundant elites and the abundant skills, not for completing the challenge. We want that. That would be very nice. Probably the move speed, I would say. Is that a golden slime? That is a golden slime. He has so many sticky bombs on him. Hey, did we get the achievement? We did! We've unlocked Paladin. Sweet. I'm in for a good Paladin. That man was walking on lava. Apparently I can walk on lava too. I expected that to kind of be more like water. You know, that would technically mean that that is some of the most video game accurate lava ever. At least physically speaking. Because you probably could walk on lava for a little while. I mean, it's liquid metal, but it's still really dense, from what I understand. You also just, you know... I'm just saying physically wise, that's assuming that you had something where you could survive being within, like, you know, 30 feet of lava in the first place. Because something that happens, it's like in Minecraft and stuff like that, you could walk up right up to the edge of lava. Yeah, if you got that close to lava in real life, you would actually already probably, unless you're, I don't know, unless you either have a superpower or you're in some sort of situation where you have something that's preventing you from a lot of heats. taking a lot of heat. Lava is like several thousand degrees even near it, let alone on top of it, let alone in it. So, like, I think I heard a story once that if you were to, quote-unquote, fall into lava, like fall into a volcano, you would die before you actually hit the surface of the lava. I know I have a friend who, well, I would say an acquaintance who has told me stories about how they used to investigate some lava stuff because they do geology things. And they were like 30 feet away from it, and it felt like they literally had stuck their head in an oven. Which is just crazy. It's just a crazy amount of heat. Of course, not interesting for video games for you to take, you know, aura damage 30 feet away from something. But it is kind of interesting whenever a game doesn't just obey the quote-unquote accepted rules of, oh, well, lava is massive damage when you fall on it, and instead it's, oh, well, you can walk on it because it's basically a solid, but it does massive damage to you. We're just going to go ahead and leave and fight the next boss. I don't remember what this boss was. Oh, yeah, this guy. This is not going to be as much fun as last time because we... I say that. Because last time we had a lot of healing. So he goes up, and then down, and then across. So here soon... Yeah, we're going to want to get out of the way. Fortunately, we're still doing a lot of damage to him. Okay. This is actually kind of a perfect setup for this. We can just spend our little shadow dodge there, getting out of the way. Although I do wish he was hittable more often. The only thing that is annoying about this boss is that even if you do have a lot of damage, you're not killing him fast. Go ahead and take that. And what is this sunflower? Wow, that's not even just a sunflower. That is fully flowy. One seed is ejected each time you heal, causing 500% healing damage. That's pretty nice. I like that, actually. Okay. We are on to the Undead Crypts area, I think it is. Yeah. Coming here with a build that doesn't instantaneously annihilate everything does make this place feel slightly different. Fight some of the cursed enemies here. Curious to see how the cursed enemies are going to feel with a build that isn't instantly annihilating things. Let's go ahead and jump up there. Yeah. I would say even on normal mode or even on easy mode, whatever mode I'm... Normal mode? Yeah, I'm on normal mode right now. This game is kind of long. I mean, it's not long in the sense of, like, it's too long for normal play, but it is kind of long for the sake of YouTube. Especially if... Ooh, that's dangerous. I think we just lose 1% of our HP per second. That's really dangerous. Okay. I think this run is going too well to do something so risky. Don't want that. I haven't really seen my healing seeds going out. Oh, I think I see them. They're like little green things every once in a while. Kind of hard to spot, to be honest, because there's already a lot of chaos here. I'd like this. If I feel like I can grab it. It's also like this. And I'd like to leave. Okay, where do we go? Where do we go? No indication of any of those being a shop, so we're gonna head here. I like my Thanos Gauntlet. We're gonna keep it. Although I do think that technically, for the sake of like an attack build, we would prefer that in the future. Does that hit everything? No. I'm not fully aware of where the edges of this ability are, to be completely honest. The Thanos Gauntlet itself. It seems like it has a giant radius, and then every once in a while it just misses things. I will say we don't have any more of those arc emitter thingies anymore, and the game has stopped throwing them at us. So maybe there's something going on with that. I will say though, like in Potato and other games that do actually have that algorithm-based thing, I don't want anything else from the shop, so we are actually going to buy the harp, use it, and then re-equip here. There's a chance that this try gives us something better than anything that was in that shop. Ice skates. No way. There is a lot of meme build potential in this game. Like Ice Skates. Ice Skates says that we got a crazy amount of movement speed, but we also can't stop moving. There's a lot of items that are just like, that is just very bad. Well, okay, we're gonna do it again. So that's when the harp's really valuable, is whenever you... I guess it's still not valuable in that situation, because getting something else out of the chest probably would have been better than getting the harp. Yeah, but it did give us a gold, and getting the gold out of that chest seems like it would have been unlikely. Tat speed? Sure. Crazy item that's going to kill me? Probably not. If it wasn't 1% per second, and it was like some flat mitigatable amount, I'd actually probably consider it. But 1% of your life per second, do not cast skills. I'm not going to be able to do that. 1% of your life per second means that you have 100 seconds to live, and you have to regenerate constantly. And with the amount of HP we have, our regeneration will not be able to keep up with our 1%. That's fine. I don't really want a lot of those. They're not that great. They're also not that bad either. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage. We should probably be careful for a little bit here. Ooh. That's probably why we're taking so much damage. Because all these guys are throwing so many bombs at us. I already have one of these guys, so he's just going to give us an item. We'll take another key. This means that whenever we do get items that we want, there's a good chance we'll get multiples of them. And we'll take that, and then immediately get a bunch of shield back. Honestly, this is a good, stable build. You know, we're not doing a crazy amount of... Oh. We're not doing a crazy amount of damage, but we're also not getting one-shot by things. Do not perform normal attacks. Don't activate treasure chests. I can do that. Means we can do everything normally. Just don't activate any treasure chests until we kill the boss. I just need to remember now. Oh, there's also zombies. That's kind of annoying. I wonder if those count as treasure chests. Did a bunch of damage to him just then. We're gonna focus on the Shadow Guardian first, I think. Then once the Shadow Guardian's down, we will take out Nyan Cat there. Either way, we're getting a lot of these. Oh, there he is. Nice, got him. Okay, now for Nyan Cat. Hey, not dying right now would be fantastic. I believe in us. Go ahead, do that to get some shields back. Grab the stun. Got him! That was very risky considering there was just an enemy just freaking standing there. Grab the harp. And take our item back. Oh, that's a good one to get. It's really hard to say whether this algorithm thing is happening or not. Either way, I'm going to act like it is for a bit and not pick up items that we just don't want any of at all. That was a very good pickup, to be honest. That item that gave us layers of attack speed based on... Okay, 6-5 boss. So this is the second to last boss, I think it was. This guy's actually pretty easy. Weirdly enough, like, I can see him... I don't know. I can't see any particular class struggling against him. Maybe it's just because my build has almost always been very strong by the time I've gotten to the point of fighting this guy. But yeah, he's never really... We're not going to pick it up because we don't want the game to give us a bunch more of them. So this is the second to last area. Again, yeah, this game's really long. For a roguelite, it's really long. It's like FTL length, not Risk of Rain length. The chance that anyone watches this far into the video is just like next to non-existent. But I'm enjoying the game, so at the end of the day, that's all that honestly really matters. We're going to take the extra HP here, once this guy gives us the chance. And we're going to take this Guardian Shield thingy here. I don't remember 100% what this thing does. This game has so many unique items that it takes me a few tries to remember exactly what they do. Ooh, I'll take that armor though. Heck yeah. I'm dead. Okay then. Guess normal difficulty isn't too hard for us. So we got the Paladin. We have the Berserker, Insect Queen, Shield Soldier, Courtney. I'll try out the Paladin real quick. Kind of has this nice little hammer spin. Calls down a bunch of hammers. Healing field. And a big old fuck you chuck hammer. So he summons a large number of hammers from the sky, dealing 150. That's large. That was 3. Heals 15% of your own maximum HP and deals 1500% of recovered HP as damage to surrounding enemies. Also heals 10% of allies within range. Halo appears around the character, increasing their damage by 25%, reducing damage taken by 25%. It heals. That's a huge hammer. A hammer that does a bunch of knockbacks. So he's very based around healing. I am curious also about this character. Oh yeah, what's his basic? Swinging the hammer in your hand to deal 360 arc. And it also heals 1 HP each time a normal attack hits a teammate. I never even got a level from that. Interesting. Once charged, your character slashes his or her sword towards the enemy 1 to 4 times, dealing a bunch of damage. The lower your HP, the greater damage deal. Your HP will not fall below 1 for 10 seconds when you're getting hit with a blow that would otherwise kill you. I actually really like... Jeez. Talk about a big sword. And he has a slam attack. Big ass thing. And you can turn into an even bigger sword. What do these things do? Okay, so the slam attack deals... Nope, that's not the slam attack. Powerful jump on the target, doing 5% damage. Inflicts bleeding on the target. Gain a stack of bloodlust for... 1 stack of bloodlust for 1 second. Each time you inflict bleeding on an enemy. You can then unleash all bloodlust stacks for a massive AoE when you cast this skill. Each stack of bloodlust inflicts 50% damage. 50% damage on the enemy and allows you to recover 2% HP. Consumes 30% of your HP, significantly increases your attack speed and attack range temporarily, improves attack range on your skills, and causes additional bleeding on the target for 6 seconds. Interesting. Honestly, this character's so memey that I might actually play him next. She just has a summon that follows her cursor. That's actually pretty cool. Permanently summons one minion that deals 150% damage. Your minion will resurrect. Interesting. Immediately resurrects your minion, puts them in the rage. Attack speed and movement speed are greatly increased. Summons flying bugs. Scatter shots. Immediately becomes invincible and enters a low gravity state. That's cool. You're legitimately fighting a boss. Fighting as a boss. And then the rage actually has different attacks. It's cool that your summon follows your cursor instead of following, like, some sort of AI. So it's either going to be this character or this character during our next video. But this has been Portal Dungeon. Video has gone on very, very long at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you did, you know, like, subscribe, comment, etc. Should stop saying this at the end of the video. Probably should say it at the beginning of the video, but it is what it is. I hope you guys all have a fine evening. Goodbye!